Welcome to this week's Ask the Gov. Let's begin. The first question comes from Carrie on Twitter. Carrie asks, what is the state of mental health services in our state and how will it be affected by the proposed closures? We are in the process of a major mental health redesign that was approved about 3 years ago by the Iowa legislature. We're in the process, instead of delivering mental health services on a county-by-county basis, of doing a statewide process in order to provide better services tailored to meet the needs of individual Iowans that have mental health needs. I'm proud to say that is making good progress, and part of that is making sure that we have facilities designed to meet the needs of the people of today. The mental health institutes were built over 100 years ago and used to warehouse thousands of people. That is not the way you want to provide mental health services today. You want a more focused, tailored approach, which is individualized to the needs of Iowans, and we are actually adding additional beds for people with severe mental issues and expanding the facilities at Independence, as well as a number of new facilities that are being developed around the state by local mental health providers. The second question comes from Jeff on Facebook. His question is, when will my son start school? Our present law says that school should start no earlier than the week that includes the 1st of September. However, a compromise bill has now passed both houses of the legislature that would permit schools to start on or after August 23rd. It also makes an exception for grade schools and middle schools that have year-round school, and that bill has now passed both houses of the legislature. Senator Branstad has filed a motion to reconsider on it, but as soon as that motion to reconsider is lifted, it will come to me for my signature, and I consider this to be an acceptable compromise. So I think you can count on your school district will be able to start anytime after August 23rd for the coming school year and subsequent years. Final question comes from Jessica on Facebook. Jessica asks, my 7-year-old daughter would like to know what your favorite book is. Her favorite book is Little House in the Big Woods. When I was her age, I think my favorite book was Black Beauty, about a horse. Recently, my reading is primarily focused on things involving Iowa history. I'm an avid reader of the Iowa History Journal, and a recent book that I read was about Jay Berwanger, who was a graduate of Dubuque Senior High School and the very first winner of the Heisman Trophy in football. He was, at that time, played football for the University of Chicago, which was in the Big Ten. So it was very interesting to read that book written by Brian Cooper, who is the editor of the Dubuque Telegraph-Herald, about a little-known Iowan who was the very first winner of the Heisman Trophy. We all know about the fact that now Kinnick won the Heisman Trophy in 1939, but actually Jay Berwanger won the first one in 1935.